everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for our main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Express Wilderness.
Okay, guys, you went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves, come out fighting.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway.
You know, just because you look the role doesn't mean you can play the role. And in a matchup like this, we know one guy has a lot of strength. You can just see the muscularity. One guy doesn't. But this sport has taught us time and time again, sometimes that doesn't matter at all.
Like the great Sugar Ray Robinson, a lot of people think the greatest fighter of all time, pound for pound. He used to say that boxing is like geometry. It's about angles, keeping somebody off balance. Not who's stronger, but who can use those assets, or who can keep the other guy from using them.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good block there by Willis. Willis has got some swelling that's now starting to show. Denies his opponent, comes with the overhand right. And a well-placed counter by Bad Intentions. Able to dismiss it. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Well-placed shot after landing there again. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Willis's cut, man, is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Bad Intention. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Here we go. Round two is underway. And a big right hand by Willis. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Not able to land the headshot.
What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good defense, just covering up down low. Willis is starting to bleed from the nose. His corner should be wary of that. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Willis. Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecards, but you can just see the style of fight that this is, Ben. He's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and you know, you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to the body, and he should recognize that. And that's part of the talent of a fighter, recognition, that you have to recognize where the opportunities are.
What he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Willis. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Willis. Willis has got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. He has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Good scoring counterpunch by Bad Intentions. He has walked through bullets, bazookas, and bombs, and he's still standing in there tonight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a testament not just to the physical makeup. I know a lot of people at home are going to say, wow, what kind of bone does he have inside that chin? But it's his mind, too. He's making a choice, just like you do in life and other things. He's making a choice to deal with this. A lot of guys would have given in already.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Good block there by Bad Intentions. Bad Intentions is thinking defense first right now, Teddy. I mean, you can just see it in him. He's thinking strictly, hey, what happened earlier, I don't want that to happen again.
And that's what his opponent wants him to think, so that's all you need to know, that you can't think that way, especially since that's not his style. Joe, if he was a counterpuncher, it'd be okay. You know, your defense creates offense when you're a counterpuncher. He is not that kind of fighter. He can't win this way.
Willis's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Good block by Bad Intentions. Seconds to go here in this round. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Willis is now battling two opponents. The guy standing opposite him trying to punch him, and his eyes swelling.
Yeah, he can't see what's coming at him right now.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Not precise at all by Willis. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind, make a miss.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Willis has been stunned.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Keep...
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
A hook for you and a hook right back. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Willis has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Willis's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Gets rid of that body shot. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Willis. Nice work with the jab on the outside. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Willis. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Accurate counterpunch by Bad Intentions. Bad Intentions, his favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Able to cover up that gut. Good block there by Bad Intentions. Willis is getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
A little defense turns to offense by Willis. Willis's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Another flush shot lands upstairs. I know it's good to throw a lot of punches, but it's better to do what we're seeing out of him right now, and that's land when you throw.
He's making everything count. He's putting everything out there for a purpose, placing punches beautifully.
Gets rid of that effort. Fires right back at him. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Devastating blow by Bad Intentions. to trade there. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Willis. Teddy, you look at this action between these two, and you get the sense, at least with one guy, that's not where he wants to be.
No, you know, if you're going to be in the trenches, Joe, you need a jackhammer. He doesn't have a jackhammer. You know, those short piston-like punches. He has long arms. He wants to be anywhere other than in close.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Willis is proving to be elusive. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
One, two, three, four, five.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
What a good counterpunch by Willis. Willis has got to prove a few things here. Number one, he's got to prove to his opponent that he's on good ground after being knocked down in the last round. But he's also got to prove it to the referee, too.
Yeah, he does. And his corner. Because his corner, I just noticed, they put that towel over their shoulder. So they know the condition their fight is in. They know their responsibility, and they're ready to act on it.
Good exchange. He fires back. Nice block by Express. Well-placed counterpunch by Willis. Willis is able to avoid that punch. Bad intentions is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Punches in bunches and some serious damage. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. This fight is over.
This fight is over.
Bad Intentions is going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory. It doesn't get better than that. Bad Intentions is your winner by knockout, Teddy.
When we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin, we found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.